Up, Capricorn, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, I'm sorry that I'm late on these mid months. I was actually sitting here like, should I even get the last of these out, or should I just, start the signs that I didn't do first for April? But no, I wanted to get it out. I did for half of the zodiac, so I want to be able to do it for everyone else. Before getting started, guys, I want to say two things. One, there's this little fucking fruit fly flying around somewhere. So if you see me look crazy and you see me just slam my desk out of nowhere, just know that I am not insane. Okay. And then two, I just want to say thank you to you guys because all of the videos that I dropped for the first set of readings that I did for March absolutely blew up. It got so many views and I got so much love and so many people reached out to me and I was just very overwhelmed with how many, people found me and, spent time to send me a message. And with that being said, I just want to say if you guys are waiting on absolutely anything, whether it's a 30-minute reading or a question that you want answered, literally overnight rather, my inbox got flooded. So I'm like trying my best to get through it. It was like 900 when I had woken up and looked at things. Now it's a little down to like about 500 or so emails and DMs all together combined. But guys, I'm doing my best to get through it. If I get through like 50 a day, that's really good for me. So just be patient. And yeah, if I'm late on anything, I will absolutely make it up to you. I'm always giving out, free shit, especially if you're getting the 30-minute reading. Not so much for the questions because those are really, really small things and it takes me a minute or two to do. But yeah, if you guys did get a 30-minute reading, just know I will hook it up if I am late at all, okay? So let's see what's going on, guys. Now, since this is a little late, we're going to backtrack a bit. So we're going to go looking at March 15th to April 15th. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Whatever comes up, general reading. And just know that it could be your energy that's being shown in this, or it could be the energy of someone that you're dealing with or a situation that you're dealing with, okay? So let's see what's up, y'all. What is going on for my lovely Capricorns? What is going on for the sign of Capricorn? March mid-month 2019. Now, for anyone who has Instagram, you guys can follow me, High Vibrations 44. I do post daily energies every day, and then in my story, I always let everybody know what videos are dropping and, the order of the readings that I do for the month. So, yeah, you can get all your answers there. All right, let's just acknowledge the cards that fell out. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Strength card in the reverse. So there could be a sense of debilitation that you feel with certain things in life, but there's growth and there's opportunity. Okay, so maybe you're going through something that was uncomfortable. I know that the Mercury retrograde is just ending, so hopefully, it didn't mess you guys up too bad. But yeah. All right, this feels ready. All right, we have your past, your present, and your future. All right, y'all. So the energy that we have here is the Six of Pentacles. So this is great, guys. This is a card about balance. If this is within, let's say, like a relationship or something, it's equal give and take. If this is within just a job and the way that you handle your finances, this is you, at the very least, being able to cover whatever it is that you need to cover, okay? Even if you're not able to buy a freaking roller coaster after, you still got your shit paid, all right? Now, behind that, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Wands. So, guys, this is a really beautiful energy where if there is anything that was leaving you stuck, if there's any sort of anxiety or any mental sort of setback or, anything that was just kind of leaving you trapped in a mental sense, you're getting past that, you move past that. Wow, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Page of Swords. So guys, there's a very new beginning coming in for you where you're going to feel so passionate about it. So for some of you, this could be maybe an entrepreneurship sort of venture. It could be a new job. It could be a new relationship. It could be just anything that's new and exciting for you. So let's see how we come about this. All right, so going towards the past, guys, the first card that you have is the King of Wands. So there could have been a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, that was very significant in your life. Now, with the King of Wands, anybody could take on this energy. So just the energy of the King of Wands is somebody who is very ambitious, someone who is a natural born leader, somebody that most likely is in charge of whatever it is that they do. Okay. And if they're not in charge of what it is that they do, then they have a lot of, you know, creative freedom to do what they want. So let's see why this is here. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So for a lot of you, this could have been something entrepreneurial. Okay, straight up. But definitely something that you're very passionate about starting, whether it was with a fire energy or someone that kind of like exudes a fire energy, or just, again, just being very happy and finding balance in this. Okay, something that you yourself are very passionate about. All right, with the Justice card, this is kind of, it could be a karmic thing. For a lot of you, I feel that this is good karma. So if there's any, you know, recent bullshit that you went through, this is the universe saying, look, I got you. I know that that was fucked up, but I got you now. All right. So we have the Star card in the reverse as the next card for your past. So this is when we no longer have faith in something. We no longer see it as the way that we did before. So let's see why this is here. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, you know, with that Knight of Pentacles, that could just straight up be you, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could have been another earth sign that you were dealing with, but this is a sense of knowing that something isn't what you may have thought it was going to be. So you lose faith in something, but you're finding a way to really just amicably part ways with it. So it's not something that you're leaving behind and, you know, keying cars and like throwing clothes out windows or, you know, like smashing your boss's like cell phone into the wall. But this is you saying, you know what? You got it. And just dismissing yourself, honestly. Okay. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So there could have been this sense of instability as you transition through this. Okay. But it just could have been unstable within itself. We have the Devil card. So if this isn't showing you because you guys do represent this card, then it's showing that something may have been toxic. The environment of something was toxic. Okay. And with the decision that you made to move past this, you're able to create things in life with the Magician here that take you out of any sense of rejection, any sense of loss, any sense of just not, you know, of just not being part of something anymore and finding balance with it. Okay. Why is this Four of Wands in the reverse here? We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, guys, this is you just saying, look, I need to be independent here and I need to work on what it is that I need to do. So really you're giving up on something that just had way too much adversity. It could have felt unstable for you, but you got what you need to make things work. All right, you're self-sufficient. You're able to do this on your own. And even if you're not self-sufficient monetarily at this point, then it's just a sense of this is not something that I need in my life to do what it is that I'm trying to do in life. So just knowing that you kind of have to take your own journey here. All right. Now we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So maybe something ended due to promiscuous reasons, especially, you know, obviously in a relationship. This could have been someone feeling emotional because somebody was not genuinely invested in something the way they were, or maybe there was something that caused you a loss of money, so you felt unstable because of that, but you're moving away from that. Okay, so let's move to your present moment, guys. The first card that you have here is the Tower card in the reverse. You dodged a bullet. All right, you really dodged a bullet here. So there's something that you definitely avoided that could have been catastrophic. Why is this Tower card in the reverse? Devil card. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, guys, whatever toxic situation could have been there, even if you're still kind of like stressed out about it and thinking like, you know, what if, what, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, what should I have done, you know, that whole thing. It's showing that you dodged something, that you're in a place where you're healing. Okay. And again, I remember someone cursed me out because I was like, Capricorn represents the devil. And they're like, don't fucking call me the devil. I'm like, no, dude, seriously, like, look it up. Like, it represents the devil. But with the Devil card being upright, in this case, honestly, I feel like to really know who you are as a person is to also know the dark aspects of us, or the dark aspect of you, the shadow elements of you, and being able to know that it's there and being able to kind of embrace it and be there for it, and realize what kind of triggers that to come out. But whether it's you knowing the shadow elements of yourself and finding that yin and yang balance within you, or it's just a toxic situation within itself that you're looking at, you're healing. Okay, so any losses or grievances that you went through, you're definitely moving past that. Okay, and I just feel like there's a stronger understanding that you have of yourself and of the people around you and kind of like the world around you. Now, the center of your reading and the next card for your present moment is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is what everything is gonna, kind of tie into. So what in your life was a waste of time and effort? What in your life has caused you maybe to lose a lot of finances, or you thought that maybe you could have made a lot of money, but you spent more money than you made, sort of thing. So let's see why this is here. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Justice card. So for a lot of you, it's looking at a karmic situation that debilitated you. But this is y'all right now. Yeah, there could be a lot of bullshit. Yeah, you can kind of be in like a forest of darkness, metaphorically in your head. But you are that light and you're getting through it and you're coming out of the darkness. So not only are you standing your ground, but you're being that light that needs to be there right now. Okay, I really like how this deck makes the Seven of Wands. This is the wild unknown, if anyone's interested. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Looking at karmic things in your life and just standing your ground against things that weren't going to help you to move forward. All right, the last card that you have is the Four of Cups. So this is a card about things that we don't accept, or maybe offers that don't come in. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Father of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the King of Swords the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So for some of you, you're cutting out something that you weren't genuinely invested in anymore. Or maybe there was something that was not genuinely invested in you, whether it was like a lover, a friend, maybe it was a boss that didn't appreciate you, that sort of thing. So if there is any lack of genuine commitment coming from your part or someone else's part, I feel like that's definitely something that you're cutting out. For some of you, if you are dealing with an air sign, specifically a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, then it could be that someone here is not genuinely invested and there's not going to be an offer that comes in, or if an offer is even, coming in, then it's not going to be accepted. And honestly, for a lot of others of you, another scenario that I see here is that anything in your life that you're not genuinely invested in, you're just not going to accept. You're going to take the focus of the King of Swords and you're going to go, straight tunnel vision to what it is that you want and the vision that you see and, what it is that you want to bring in. So, yeah. That's a really good thing here, guys. And I'm always going to give a lot of scenarios. I know some people got on my case about it recently, but I'm always going to give a lot of scenarios, guys, because there's thousands of you and there's one spread. So, if it was one-on-one, I'd be able to tell you exactly what I feel it is. But there's so many of you, so I'm going to put everything out there. Okay? But I like your style, guys. I really do right now. With the Hanged Man here, you're kind of in like the zen chill place where you're not going to push anything. You're not going to overexert yourself for anything. You're not going to bend over backwards for anything. You're just going to chill. You're going to be you, and whatever it is that's supposed to come into your life, that's what's going to come in. Now, because you have that attitude on life, you guys have something very emotionally fulfilling coming in. For some of you, it's going to be a soulmate, okay, that you go towards. For others of you, this is going to be something that you are going to be so strongly tied to, but in a very good way. And that happened because of your decision to let something go. Just know that whatever it is that you let go, ooh, this is getting interesting. I feel like I'm looking at a novella right now. But guys, whatever it was that you let go of, whether it was a job, whether it was a friend, whether it was a lover, as you transition into this emotionally fulfilling new beginning here, this tries to come back in. Cards are showing it's not something that's going to be successful. So make sure that you're focused and that you're realistic with yourself. If there's certain things that you've walked away from in life, why did you walk away from it? And is it something that you honestly feel would truly benefit you if it came back into your life? So really just put yourself where you used to be and try to remember how certain things made you feel. Okay, how certain people made you feel certain times in your past, and is that something that would be beneficial to you right now? Okay, so really just think a lot, because it's like as you find this, incredible source of happiness, the past is like, knock knock, I heard you were happy, what's good? So just be real with yourself and about what it is that you want and what's going to get you there. Okay, so let's look at the future now. So the first card that we have here, guys, is the Judgment card in the reverse. So looking at something and saying, look, this is just not a good idea. I just don't see this as a good thing when I look at the overall aspect of it. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, Six of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So yeah, you're cutting out something that you know is a bad idea, because this is what you want. You want this new start. But the Ace of Swords, what that sword does is it cuts out the bullshit from the past. Okay. So you're definitely going towards something new because of your, inclination to stay away from anything that could be detrimental. But there's certain things here that aren't legit. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles in the verse, this is when we try and try to get something off the ground, but it just doesn't. So you realize that it's just not meant for you. So again, thinking about, where have I put a lot of effort? Was I successful with that effort? And if I wasn't, then it wasn't meant for me. And guys, that's how the universe is. Like, we always want to beat ourselves up. And I know that there's people in this world, especially like at a lower vibration, where they could be extremely pessimistic and they can say, oh, the world hates me and everything's against me. But it's really just a matter of what's meant for you. The universe loves you. You have spirit guides around you. You have angels guiding you all the time. So when there's certain things that aren't working out, especially if it's something that you've been really just trying to force, that's not the universe hating you. That's the universe saying, bitch, that's not meant for you. Let that shit go so I can show you what I got over here for you. It's like, I want to give you this gift, but damn, you're so caught up in that. So you guys have to get in the groove where it's just like, yo, if I have to do, A through Z, and I don't even get the slight response from what it is that I want, then I need to realize that what I want may not be what I need. All right, so you have to be real with yourself, because the shit that's meant for you will be there. The person who's meant for you will be there. The job that's meant to you will be there. There's no such thing as competition for your fucking destiny. Nobody can compete with what it is that you're meant to do. So that's why we can't look at other people and feel envious and feel jealous, because we all have a different path. All right, so if things aren't working out and just kind of like falling into your lap, then most likely it's not your path. And yeah, there's going to be certain things in life that we have to fight for, but the things in life that we're fighting for, there should be an outcome that is just as great as that fight that we had to put in. Okay. All right. So the next card that you guys have for the past, or I'm sorry, for the future rather, is the Lover's card in the reverse. So is there a fallout that you have with a lover, with a friend, with a job? Let's see what this is about. You have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So again, guys, this thing from the past is coming back in. All right, it's coming back in. King of Cups. So for some of you, maybe it's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. So the nature of what's coming back into your life, whether it's you going back towards something from your past or something from your past coming back towards you, the overall energy is, I am tired and I have done so much for this and I didn't get what I wanted. And, just with the Queen of Pentacles, and I don't say this because I'm a Taurus, okay, because people are like, you really defend the Queen of Pentacles, but no, honestly, with the characteristics of all the queens, in my very educated opinion on tarot, I truly feel that this is the hardest queen to get into the reverse, because this is someone who's very patient and who's able to endure a lot of bullshit. Okay, so whether this is you or an energy around you, the fact that you feel so depleted, that says something. It's not easy to deplete an earth sign. You really you really have to go through a lot. So when I see an earth sign just like super distraught over something, I'm like, well, shit, you were probably dealing with this for a while. So again, there's going to be something that comes in, and that's the energy around it, and it's going to knock on your door and it's going to say, hey, can I come in? And the truth is, that's not going to be a good thing for you. So for some of you, this could be with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But if it's not a water energy, This is somebody that is going to come off very charismatic, someone that can really kind of just win over a room. And that could just be the energy that you pick up, where it's like, look, yeah, I know that this was bad judgment and I'm cutting it out. And honestly, I'm okay. I'm finding out who I am as a person. I'm okay with the emotions that don't always make me comfortable, that I think about at night. And just a sense of you finding a sense of inner peace, okay? And being able to move past it. All right, so the last card you guys have here for the future is the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you're coming out of a hiatus, in a sense, because when this card is upright, this is when we're kind of stuck. Anytime you see swords in tarot, it has a lot to do with our thinking process and how we, just deal with things, how we speak about things. So with the Four of Swords, it's like you're looking at all the options. You're looking at everything that you've gone through in life to get you up to the point that you're at. And it's just like, okay, I know what I've been through and I know what I want, but how do I get it? And what's the best path for it? So with you guys being in the reversal now, it's like you're past that stage. So you've thought about it. You've put all that mental work into this. You've done all the empirical thinking. And now you know which direction you want to go in. So simple as that. Why is this Four of Swords here? We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, okay? And the Sun card, we have the Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords. So what I like about this, even with the Four of Pentacles and the High Priestess, there's something that you're guarding and protecting yourself from, because you know in your heart and your soul and your gut that you have to, all right? So there's going to be something here that you guys really have to move past, and everything's on the table with this. With the Seven of Cups being in the reverse, imagine all these cups that had all these unknown items in them, and you're able to turn them all over on a table. So it's like, oh, I thought that cup had that in it, and I thought that this had this, but okay, I see what I'm working with now. No thanks. And you're moving past it. You're seeing things for what it is. Okay, so with you guys doing that and with you guys moving past this, all this energy, and this is your reading, so this is going to be your energy. You're feeling good, you're feeling balanced, you had this very straight up conversation with somebody, and you're able to say what was on your mind, and this is what led you to guard yourself, to protect yourself, maybe even to not give someone money, or to protect your money and finances in something. And with your energy being good, someone's not going to take it well. So don't be surprised if you experience someone like, wait, what the fuck? You're going to do what? You're going to walk past this? Like, do you see this? Like, how are you walking past it? And you're like, no, seriously, like, I'm good. I'm going to walk past this. I see it for what it is. So be mad all you want, and it is what it is. But that's what I see. I see somebody who's just very like, just very, I kind of see it as annoying in this case, to be honest, but just an energy that's not going to be okay with the boundaries that you have now set. Okay, that's what it comes down to. You're going to set some boundaries, and some people are not going to like it. Okay, and the only people that don't like the boundaries we set are the people that want to cross them. So, fuck this, okay? If someone's going to be mad because you choose to do something that makes you feel good, fuck that. Tell them to get over it, to hit you up when they're over it, or to not hit you up ever again, whatever you want. All right, so this is good, guys. This is you really just being able to look at something, seeing it for what it is, and saying, you know what, I'm good off this. Like, I'm really just good off this. So let's see. I'm going to pull you guys 3 cards of advice for this time to see the guidance that it's going to give. And then I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see what comes out. Okay, so I'll talk about this in a second. I just want to get this all out. So guys, I'm using Oracle of Visions by Cyril Marchetti, if anyone's interested in this Oracle deck. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to look at both of these cards. I normally just pick one card, but 2 of them really flew out. And this one flew out in such a dramatic way that I cannot ignore it. So let's look at these first, okay? Now, I don't read these cards in reversals. but this did come out in reversal, so I'm going to keep that in mind as we look into what this means. So yeah, let's talk about this card first, and then we're going to talk about the second one that popped out that I think is absolutely gorgeous. So let's start with number 36. So remember, guys, this card did come out in the reverse, so let's see why. Entrapment, limitations, restrictions, complications. You're coming out. All right, you're coming out of that. We are entangled by obstacles, real or imagined, that restrict our wishes and actions, whether by ignorance, self-doubt, or paralyzing fear. We allow them to control, limit, or imprison us. If we could just summon the strength of will and confront them, we might face them down and ultimately, that damn fly, and ultimately overcome, where am I? Sorry guys, that fly just got me in such a crazy mindset right now. Okay, and ultimately overcome them. In doing so, we are free to fly once more. Okay, so this just kind of talks about somebody that's just trapped. Are you trapped by self-doubt? Are you trapped by pain over a situation? Are you trapped by maybe mindsets or certain mindsets and views of the world that may not necessarily be your own, but that just make you feel like shit, like where do I belong if this is how the world views things? Okay, but there's this sense of entrapment. That's what this card talks about. But again, I like the fact that it flew out in the reverse, because it's just like, okay, it's like that's kind of where you are. You're realizing that now. You're realizing things that held you back, and you're acting accordingly. Okay, so let's see what this card brings in exchange. So this is number 40 for anyone into numerology. This was number 36 for anyone into numerology as well. So let's see what this 40 is about. Time, life. Time, the ultimate thief, gradually takes from us and never gives back. A hooded priestess holds out her hand, offering us a lifetime in the form of an hourglass. Its shape suggests a cyclical nature, that we might simply rotate and start afresh. In smaller issues, that may be true, and indeed we often sense repetition. But in a larger sense, the hourglass is simply an illusion. In truth, such perceived patterns are merely detours along one's journey. Here we see that the golden sand does not merely fall to be recollected, but escapes, and eventually the glass will empty. Okay, so guys, this is a really powerful combination of cards, because it's like, you're at a place where it's just like, yo, time is of the essence. And yeah, that person was holding me back, or yeah, I was being so hard on myself for, whatever reason, but time is limited. I really need to get out of this mindset, and I need to pay attention to the fact that I'm not going to be here forever, and there's shit that I want to do, and there's shit that I want to accomplish. Okay, so this is really just saying that we don't have time for this bullshit anymore. And I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're going through something, really heavy that you have to come out of. But you have to do things at this point in time that bring you out of that. So that's always my thing that I ask people. And I had a friend over the other day, and I'm going to talk about these cards, but it relates to this, that she herself is going through something very heavy. And I legit just like, I'm like, girl, close your eyes for a second. I'm like, do me a favor. Imagine that you were in this dark room, okay? And this light kind of just shines on you. And as you look around at everything, it's just infinite, okay? It goes out infinitely in every way, shape, or form. So you hear a voice that comes down, and it says, you can do whatever you want. What is it that truly makes you happy? Where does your heart not hurt? Where do you feel accepted? Where do you feel this huge, very good emotion within you? And once you make that choice, any pain that you have gone through, any anxiety that you went through, I will erase it. Where would y'all go? And my friend, she just, there was tears, because she's like, shit, I would stay still. And I'm like, that's terrifying. Like, that's a really sad way to look at things, but you don't want to stay still. So find what that is, guys, that's going to bring life back into you, okay? Or bring you more life if you already have a lot of it, and just, what is it? How do you get to it? Now let's talk about the cards that fell out. So the energy that we have is the Page of Pentacles here, okay? So Out of all the pages, which are the communicators in tarot, this is the one that's really going to take their time. And they might start a project last when it comes to the other pages, but they have done the most research. You know, they have looked at every single aspect of this, and they might have that slow and steady pace, but it's because they really want to make sure that they're covering every aspect, okay? So we have the 10 of Wands, we have the Hermit card in the reverse, and we have the Page of Wands, okay? So a burden that might be felt over things that we don't realize, okay? Or burden that may have come because we didn't fully do our research on something, okay, that came in. And there could be offers associated to this. So let's pull some clarifiers here, just so I can get a clear story for y'all. See how it all ties in. We have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. 5 of Cups. Okay. Ace of Wands in the reverse. So guys, here it's showing that there's going to be an offer that comes in. Okay. Or maybe an offer that you make that you shouldn't go forward with. There's things about this that you do not know. And you would feel very burdened, maybe for some of you, by a third-party situation, if this is within love. For others of you, just the energy of this is something that could make you fall into a depression, okay? So there's going to be something that is coming your way where just, you know, with the Page of Wands, that's going to be a very passionate type of offer. That's not someone that's just like, hey, do you want to do this? That's someone that's like, listen, I understand you and I know who you are as a person and I know what your ambitions are in life and I think that you're so great. And, you know, pages, like, think of fire signs. When they want something, they know how to talk. So think of like that sort of energy here. So it's going to be a very smooth offer that comes in, and it's best of you to be strong. Okay, and most likely this is coming from something that made you feel this way in the past. Okay, so you felt trapped in some way, shape, or form. Okay, you were really in your head with things. You know, her wings here are literally binded. It's something that has stunted your growth in the past, and now it's like, hey, what's up? You want to stunt your growth again? And it's like, holy fucking no, time of the essence. So guys, whatever you know, whether this is someone that you wanted to go back towards or a situation you wanted to go back towards or it wants to come back towards you, it's ran its course. Honestly, that's what I see it as. It's ran its course, okay? So just know, here's the energy here, guys. The Emperor in the reverse. So it's not genuine. This is somebody that does things out of manipulation. This is someone that knows they have power, you know, a very strong power over things, and they feel like they have the power over things, you know? So they're coming at you with a very bullshit sort of approach, and you're deciding to make a big change. So you're going through a tower moment, and when we go through tower moments, it doesn't necessarily say whether it's going to be a good or bad thing. It's just letting us know that the ground beneath us is really going to be shaken up. But in this case, guys, it's going to be for the best. So anything that has made you question yourself, anything that has stunted your growth, anything that just didn't make you feel good in your soul, where you didn't feel 100% there, where you didn't feel 100% accepted, don't let that back in, okay? So you guys are going to be woke, you're going to know what's happening, and you're not going to do it. It's too late, okay? So Capricorn, I love y'all. All right. So I'm sorry I'm getting this out so late. But again, just catching up. So remember, guys, if you're waiting on absolutely anything, I'm trying not to get anxious, because sometimes if I do get very overwhelmed, I kind of just like take a step back from work for 3 or 4 days, which makes things so much worse. But it's because I'm like, oh my God. And my parents are like, what's wrong with you? Like, you look like you want to cry every second. I'm like, oh my God, I have like 500 people who are like upset with me right now, and I don't know what to do. So I'm not trying to take that approach at all. I'm literally just waking up, going with it, you know, looking at my book and just saying, okay, Lissette, all you can do is one thing at a time. And before I used to get really, really stressed, but it's just like, how can you get stressed if you're literally just one person? So guys, you know, just be mindful of that. Just be mindful that it's just me. And I know a lot of people, they might feel inclined to kind of like send nasty messages and stuff. That doesn't help me. That kind of just makes me retreat even more, and then it takes even longer. So I love y'all. Just know that, you know, I really appreciate how many of you have been reaching out for help on certain things. And as this channel grows, I'm constantly going to be rearranging things so that I can keep up with it. And honestly, I know that there might be one day that I just don't read personal or do personal readings anymore, just because it's just a lot. But I'm going to do them for as long as I realistically can. Okay, so I will say that. So guys, I love you. Again, if you do have Instagram, check me out, High Vibrations 44. But other than that, guys, Hope you're having a good March, and I will see you in April. Take care.